Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Smart English Podcast. I'm Mia.
And I'm Alex. It's great to be here with all of you today.
It really is, Alex. And today we have a super interesting topic for all our English learners out there, especially if you sometimes forget things. Our topic is improving your memory. Alex, be honest. Do you ever forget things, like really important things?
Oh, Mia, absolutely, all the time. I mean, who doesn't, right? It's like just yesterday, I spent a good 5 minutes looking for my phone, and it was in my hand the whole time. Or, I put my keys down, and then 5 minutes later, I have no idea where they are. It's a common problem, I think.
Yes, the classic "where are my keys" dilemma. Or you walk into a room and then you stand there and you think, why did I come in here? It happens to everyone, even to us. So today, we're going to talk about some simple, everyday ways we can try to make our memory a little bit stronger, a little bit better. Right, Alex?
Exactly. Small steps, simple tricks, and some understanding of how our amazing brains work. Because memory, it's not just about remembering facts for a test. It's about remembering a friend's birthday, or what you wanted to say in a conversation, or even new English words. It's super important for everything we do every day.
That's so true. It touches every part of our lives. So, Alex, thinking about your own memory, would you say you generally have a good memory, or do you find it challenging to remember things sometimes?
That's a really good question, Mia. I think my memory is a bit like a mixed bag, For some things, I feel like I have a pretty strong memory. For example, I'm usually very good at remembering faces. If I meet someone, even briefly, I can almost always recognize their face again later, even years later. I remember once I met someone on holiday, and then 2 years later, I saw them in a totally different city, and I recognized them instantly. But then, on the other hand, my memory for names? Oh my goodness, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. I can have a really nice conversation with someone, talk for half an hour, and then the moment I want to introduce them to someone else, their name is just gone. It's like it evaporates. It's so embarrassing sometimes,
Oh, I totally know that feeling, Alex. It's so awkward when you're caught in that situation. It happens to me too. And what about remembering things like your shopping list or important appointments? Do you just trust your brain, or do you have a system, a little trick you use for those practical things?
For practical things like a shopping list, Mia, I am absolutely a list maker, 100%. If I don't write down what I need to buy, I will, without fail, forget at least 2 or 3 important items. Every single time. I'll get home, open the fridge, and then think, oh, I forgot the milk, or where's the bread? So for shopping, a written list, either on paper or on my phone, is my best friend. But sometimes for other things, like remembering new words in English, I try a different kind of trick. I try to make a mental picture or a visualization, like a funny little movie in my head related to the word. It's silly, but it works surprisingly well.
That's a very creative way to remember things, Alex. So, your first tip for improving our memory is to try to make a mental picture or use visualization. Can you give our listeners a little more detail about how they can do that, maybe with an example?
Absolutely. It's super simple and really effective. When you want to remember something new, let's say a new English word like curtain, instead of just repeating curtain, 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 try to see it in your mind. Imagine a giant bright pink curtain flying in the sky like a superhero cape. Or if the word is elephant, imagine an elephant wearing roller skates trying to buy ice cream. The funnier, stranger, or more colorful the picture, the easier it is for your brain to remember it. Our brains are amazing, and they love anything that is a little bit unusual or exciting. It creates a stronger memory link,
That's fantastic advice, Alex, and I can totally see how that would help, especially for learning new vocabulary. If you can connect a word to a funny image, it really sticks in your mind. What's another easy tip our listeners can use to remember things better in their everyday lives?
Another really big one, and it's something people often forget to do, is review or repeat things. But not just repeating it right away, like 10 times in a row. It's about spaced repetition. What I mean is, if you learn something today, try to think about it again tomorrow, and then maybe again in 3 days, and then in a week. It's like putting information into your brain in small steps over time. Think about how you learn a new song. You don't just hear it once and know all the words. You hear it a few times over days or weeks, and then suddenly you remember it without even trying. Our brains need time to process and store information, so giving it little reminders over time helps it move from short-term memory to long-term memory. It's very powerful for learning anything, not just English.
Ah, spaced repetition. That sounds very smart and very logical. So it's not just about one intense learning session, but many short moments of review over a longer period. That makes so much sense for truly remembering something. And what about those frustrating moments, like when you put your phone down somewhere and then you can't find it? Any quick tricks for that common problem?
Oh, the classic "where is my phone" or "where are my glasses" problem. My absolute best trick for that, and it sounds almost too simple, is to actually pay attention when you put the item down. Seriously. Most of the time, we just drop our keys on the table or throw our phone on the sofa while our mind is busy thinking about 100 other things. We're not really there in that moment. So when you put your keys on the table, actually look at them there. In your mind, you can even say, "My keys are on the table next to the vase." This simple act of being present, of paying attention, helps your brain create a strong, clear memory of that action. It's all about making the memory in the first place, rather than trying to find it later.
That is so true, Alex. It's not just about recalling something, but about making sure we actually made the memory in the first place. Being present in the moment is a great piece of advice for so many things, not just memory. These are all fantastic, practical tips, and they're easy for anyone to start using today. And I think there's one more big one, right? Something essential for overall brain health.
Absolutely, Mia. And this one is probably the most important for everything, including memory. Getting enough sleep. When you sleep, your brain doesn't just rest. It's actually working very hard, organizing all the new information and experiences from the day. It moves things from temporary storage to long-term storage, kind of like tidying up your mental library. So a good night's sleep isn't a luxury. It's like a superpower for your memory and your ability to learn new things. If you don't sleep enough, your brain can't do this important work, and you'll find it much harder to remember things.
That's such a crucial point. Sleep is so important for our entire well-being, and especially for our brains and memory. So, to quickly summarize our simple memory tips from today, visualize things with funny pictures, review information over time using spaced repetition, pay attention when you put things down, and make sure you get enough good sleep every night. These are all things we can start doing right away.
Yes, and remember, small changes can make a really big difference for your memory over time. We really hope these tips help you remember more things every day, whether it's your English vocabulary or where you left your sunglasses.
Definitely. Now, let's learn some new words and phrases related to our topic today. We have 3 useful ones for you. First, we have forgetful. If you are forgetful, it means you often forget things. For example, I'm very forgetful. I often lose my glasses.
Our second word is recall. To recall means to remember something. For instance, it's hard for me to recall his name, but I clearly remember his face.
And our third word is tip. A tip is a piece of advice or a helpful idea, like Alex gave us some great tips for improving our memory today.
And finally, let's add memorize. To memorize something means to learn it by heart so you can remember it exactly. For example, I need to memorize this poem for school.
Great words to add to your English vocabulary. So, to quickly recap our main memory tips from today, visualize things with funny pictures, review information over time, pay close attention to what you're doing, and get plenty of good sleep. Remember these and your memory can get stronger.
Exactly. We hope these simple ideas give you some tools to help your memory every day. Thank you so much for listening to the Smart English Podcast.
We really love having you with us each episode. If you enjoyed this conversation and found it helpful, please remember to hit that like button, leave a comment with your own memory tips, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more simple English lessons.
Your support really helps us continue making these podcasts for you. We appreciate it a lot.
See you next time, everyone.
Bye-bye.